This is Optimal Health Daily, episode 214. Still playing it safe? Why you should get out of your comfort zone, by Nia Shanks of niashanks.com. And I'm your host and personal narrator, Dr. Neil. Hey, it's Thursday already. Welcome back to another episode of Optimal Health Daily, the podcast where I read blogs to you, just like an audiobook, every weekday. We're very lucky to have a sponsor of this episode. It actually helps keep the podcast running. And that sponsor is Talkspace, the online therapy company that makes having a therapist convenient, affordable, and confidential. For a special offer just for listening to this show, come by Talkspace.com/OHD. The post I'm about to read to you, from its title alone, jumped out at me. I'm one of those who likes to stay in my comfort zone. I like stability and predictability. I'm a huge nerd. I know, I get it. So I know I learned a lot from this post, and I think you will too. So for now, let's jump right in. Let's hear from Nia as we optimize your life. Still playing it safe? Why you should get out of your comfort zone, by Nia Shanks of niashanks.com. Do things that scare me. That's been my motto lately. In every area of my life, I'm doing more things that scare me. I don't mean exclusively in the generic face your fear sense of the phrase, though that is part of it. But I'm striving to get outside my comfort zone in all areas. Discussing more, quote, real life stuff and revealing who I truly am above and beyond a health and fitness professional and writer? Yep, that's terrifying. I know doing so will open me up to criticism, even hatred. Saying, this is me to the world is intimidating because I'm well aware that not everyone will like me. Telling you what I've experienced and the lessons I've learned in my life makes me vulnerable. You see what I let you see. That's the great thing about the internet. I can choose what parts of my life you see. I can control who I appear to be. That's also the terrible thing. Sometimes people show you what they want you to see and not what's genuine and authentic. But I want you to see who I truly am, authentically and unapologetically. I want to share my trials, tribulations, failures, and successes. I've had certain experiences that have taught me valuable lessons other people can relate to. I think sharing some of these real-life experiences makes life richer and allows for deeper connections beyond writing about a great workout routine or fat loss nutrition tips. It's in the moments or opportunities of the things that scare us that we grow to our true potential and live life to the fullest. Stepping out of the comfort zone. I'm doing more things that scare me. Speak my mind respectfully when I disagree with someone, in an attempt to have a discussion, not an argument. I'm going to live the life I want and not care what strangers think. Do what's in line with my values, even if it's not popular. Try new activities I may suck at initially. This one can be tough because I'm competitive and a perfectionist. Continue turning down potential opportunities because they just don't feel right. Take a chance when failure is a distinct possibility. Challenge myself to do a difficult mountain bike trail that puts butterflies in my stomach. Sell our house and move. Where? We do not yet know. Write articles and record episodes of the podcast that go beyond health and fitness, knowing not everyone will like it, but do it anyway because I want to, and because some will enjoy and benefit from it. I'm going to write articles for my website that make me nervous to click the publish button. Episodes for my show will be recorded that scare me to share with the world. I'm going to try new adventures and discover what wonderful things my body can do. I'll continue to spread the message that health and fitness is a tool to help you live a more awesome life and that it shouldn't consume you. I'm going to open my mind to new thoughts, experiences, points of view, and do my best to live life to the fullest. I'm going to know why I believe what I believe and why I do what I do. I'm not going to let fear or the fear of failure hold me back. It's time to bust through the walls of comfort. Taking the first step. I invite you to join me to step outside your comfort zone, albeit safely. We can't grow otherwise. We can't discover new potential passions if we don't. We'll miss opportunities that could lead to wonderful memories. Daily, I remind myself that staying in my comfort zone may feel safe, comfortable, and familiar. But if I never push the boundaries, I may miss amazing opportunities or discover what I'm truly capable of doing and achieving and experience life-changing events. This action, pushing the boundaries and intentionally wandering beyond the comfort zone, is what can uncover passion we didn't know was there. Too often, and I've been guilty of this, People wait for motivation or passion to drive their actions. But thankfully, I've discovered that more often than not, action must come first. Want to know what you're capable of? Want to uncover hidden passions and abilities? You must first act. Then you may discover new passions. Say goodbye to the comfort zone and take the first step forward. Explore. Take risks. Get the heck out of your comfort zone in as many ways as possible. Don't wait for an oh shit moment in life to start living to the fullest. It's time to discover our potential and passions, and one terrific way to do that is to step outside our comfort zone. Take the first step. You just listened to the post titled, Still Playing It Safe? Why You Should Get Out of Your Comfort Zone by Nia Shanks of niashanks.com. Taking that first step out of your comfort zone is not easy. This was and is super difficult for me too. I get it. And for some, it may be necessary to get some help with that. Someone like a licensed therapist can be your best resource. And our sponsor today, Talkspace, may be that resource for you. Talkspace helps find the right therapist for you. In fact, an experienced licensed therapist is hand-picked for you by the company. And that's for as little as $32 a week. You can send your therapist text, audio, and video messages wherever you want, or even do a live video chat. You can talk about work, family, getting out of your comfort zone, whatever is on your mind. Your therapist is ready to help. To sign up or to learn more, come by Talkspace.com/OHD. We have a special code just for listeners of this show. If you use the code OHD, you'll get $30 off your first month, and it'll help show your support for this podcast too. You can get started really quickly. Again, just come by Talkspace.com/OHD and use the code OHD to get $30 off. For me, getting out of my comfort zone is always a conscious effort. It's not something that's come naturally to me. This is how I was since I was a kid. I would always have to be pushed into something. My parents used to joke with me that my first response, no matter what it was, to anything was no. And this is not just when I was a toddler. Toddlers, of course, are renowned for saying no to everything. But even as I grew older, hey, Neil, you want to try this? Nope. I'd rather just be at home in my comfort zone. And what I've found through all of this is that it is super rewarding. The hardest part is truly taking that first step. But once I do it and try it, I'm actually much happier after the fact. Going, oh, that wasn't so bad. Or, wow, I'm really glad I tried that. And yes, there have been times when I've come back afterwards and I was maybe in worse shape than when I started. For example, the first time I tried surfing, I swear I broke my wrist because I fell off that board so many times. I wiped out so hard so many times, I thought my right wrist was broken. It wasn't. But boy, did it hurt for the next week or so. When I went kayaking in La Jolla in San Diego, which is sort of choppy waters, I was approaching the shore and my guide told me, go ahead and steer straight. You want to steer straight because if you start to turn, you're going to wipe out. And sure enough, I couldn't keep my kayak straight. I ended up turning and ended up flipping over, severely bruising my right knee. There was a huge lump there for a good 2 weeks where I couldn't do any of my exercises. But looking back, even right after those things happened, I said, I'm still glad I did it. Those were still wonderful experiences. I'll close with a quote that you've probably heard before, but it's just so perfect for this episode that I couldn't resist. Quote, "The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step." Lao Tzu. As always, thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being a subscriber to this show. Thank you for sharing this show with someone. Tomorrow, I'll be answering your questions on our Friday Q&A episode, so definitely come back for that. We're going to talk about moderation and dieting, where your optimal life awaits.
Hello, Life Optimizer. This is Justin Malik, creator and producer of this show, and Optimal Living Daily, the brother podcast of this one. Literally, I'm Dr. Neil's brother. If you like the format of this show, you'll love Optimal Living Daily too, where I also read to you from blogs, but cover other topics like personal development, finance, and minimalism from bloggers like Derek Sivers, The Minimalists, Zen Habits, and many more. So for more amazing content read to you for free, come subscribe to Optimal Living Daily too, and together we'll optimize your life.
You've been listening to Optimal Health Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode. and head to oldpodcast.com. That's oldpodcast.com for a free gift, as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.